On today's episode, there's no I in team, but there's a whole lot of douche. What's happening, guys? Welcome to the show. I'm Skullznhero. This is the very first episode of Talking Skulls. I just want to say we're full of a lot of empty promises. A lot of first episodes, a lot of pilots. We're just a lot of bad airplane pilots, just gonna crash our airplanes into the Rocky Mountains. Hopefully we don't need each other. Before I jump into anything, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching, all 5 of you out there, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show. But I want to talk about games now. I want to talk about a very specific game that's been available for the past 5 days or so, maybe a week. Hopefully you guys have been playing the Overwatch beta. I've been having a great time. If you had a PS4, an Xbox One, or a PC, you could have jumped in. Of course, if you had a Wii U, you couldn't really play that. You had to play Mario Kart. It's where all those famous Nintendo characters disobey the rules of the road. Come on, Mario, share the road, buddy. I got to play a lot of it. I'm a huge Team Fortress guy, so the chance to play another team-based shooter was pretty awesome. And I wanted to give out a type of tutorial about how to be. I wanted to give a tutorial on how to be a better player at the game. Not so much a better character or better class, but a better player. Like the mentality that goes into thinking, what should I do between each match? Why do I keep losing? Why can't I contribute anything? So I created 5 tips on how to be a better player. Rule number 1: it's not about your eliminations. Take a mental note. Overwatch doesn't actually have a deathmatch mode, so there's no actual way to see who's better than the other player. Everything is centered around team-based shooting, so it's working as a team to overcome a goal, deliver a payload, and all that stuff. But there's nothing really logging how good of a player you are alone. In fact, the kills themselves are not logged by who got the last hit. It's logged by who did the most damage, which is totally awesome. I mean, why would you want to play something like that? Go play Call of Duty. A bad player is just going to focus on the kills, but a good player is going to focus on staying on the point, healing when they need to, pushing when they have to. Overall, just thinking on terms of working as a team, not focusing on those kills and seeing what if your partner is going to kill somebody, going in and protecting them if anything happens and things like that. Number 2, if you have a mic, you are not a loser, you're a leader. Sort of. So you have a mic, be the voice of reason, guide your band of misfits into the fray. You're going to be the guy who guides people. Hey, there's a bastion right to your left, there's a sentry to your right, and you're going to be able to eliminate that trial of error that comes with running out, getting killed, and now realizing, okay, there is a sentry there, or there is a Winston waiting to ambush you. Just know with a mic, you can eliminate that trial of error. Your team will now know, don't touch the stove, it's gonna burn. Number 3, pay attention to your surroundings. Now this one's a no-brainer. Obviously pay attention to your surroundings. That's every competitive shooter, but make note in your head, okay, Genji over there, he's in that hallway and it looks like he's gonna stay there. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna start shooting anybody coming down these steps. Oh, there they are! See? The Overwatch maps are really smart, and there's lots of narrow passageways to go through to and from a command point or from a payload or anything. So your opposing enemy team will utilize these passageways and figure out a way to overcome, whatever it is you present them. So keep an eye out, read what your friends are doing, and have their back, just in case that they can't cover every single entrance, but you can cover another entrance. Number 4, be versatile. I'm a huge fighting game fan, and I love Super Smash Brothers. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm pretty good at the game, and I like to play competitively. So, and in Smash Brothers, you tend to choose your mains. You gravitate towards a character that either is your favorite or is top tier because you like to win, I guess. And but in Overwatch, don't stick with one character. Switch it around. Don't be that guy who's Widowmaker in every single match. No, choose somebody else. Jump around. In fact, be the same class but different characters. Not only is this good for overcoming any problem that is presented mid-match by your opponents, if your team is changing and rotating characters, it'll constantly keep your opponent on edge. They won't know what to expect, and you're just constantly changing the team. And you're just a guy full of problems, man. You can't make up your mind. That's me. I'm the kind of guy who waits for everybody to choose their character, and then I choose the one who's missing, so it says support. Usually it's support that nobody wants to choose. But I emphasize mid-match, don't be afraid to change your character. You might be good with a single character that you've been practicing non-stop. I happen to be really good with D.Va, but if it's not actually helping your team win, put your amazing skills onto another character. Maybe that'll be the difference between winning or losing that match. You'll never know unless you start changing. Last and not least, number 5, beware the Conga line of death. Now this one's kind of funny because it's actually a problem I saw like almost every other match, and it's when half of your team's wiped out and then all you're left with like 3 or 2 people, and instead of waiting for your team to respawn, they'll run in and they'll get slaughtered, and then the new respawns are coming in and then they jump in, but it's 3 against 5, so they get slaughtered, and then the 2 that had just been killed come back in and then they run in and they get slaughtered, and it ends this single file line of just death. One by one they just keep dying. Honestly, there's just one solution to this. Wait, be patient, assess your situation. Hopefully the match is not about to be over and you have to be on the payload, but if you have some time to spare, wait for your team to come back and then move in as a group. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but this is the better option other than 1v5. If you're Mercy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't run in there. Get out of there. Get out of there, Mercy. What are you doing? But that being said, just wait for your team. Honestly, it's not that hard. People are eager to just run back in there, and I've seen it so many times where people run in. I was playing with a friend. Her and I, we decided, you know what? Let's just wait. We'll wait for Reinhardt, and Reinhardt came out, and we ran in, and we had we ran in, and we had better odds. The proof is in the pudding, my friend. Anyways, guys, these are tips for people who maybe haven't played the game and are a little shaky about entering the online field, and you just don't want to bring a team down. Well, follow these tips, and I guarantee you won't. Other than one last tip, which is practice and be good with that character that you're using, which is the obvious. But as a player, these are the tips. Oh boy, a lot of mediocre tips. I hope Blizzard doesn't hire me. But most importantly, just have fun. The game's fun. That's all that matters. It really is all that matters. On another note, Uncharted 4 is out. I'm not playing it, so I can record this video. I hope you understand how hard that is. It's killing me inside. That's it for today's episode, guys. If you like the show, you can follow the official Game Gods YouTube channel right here where you're watching this. And if you're a nerd, you can head over to gamegodsgaming.tumblr.com where we have the written form of this video posted there. But remember, guys, if you're writing a book report on it, the movie's always different from the book. Once again, I'm Skullznhero, and for any other Let's Plays, previews, or reviews, keep it here on Game Gods. Thanks for sticking around, guys. This is sort of the post-credits scene. A lot of hidden stuff happening here. I just wanted to say thank you guys, the 4 of you out there that still watch this. Actually, the 44 subscribers that I have, you guys are near and dear to my heart. I'm sure after this episode it might drop down to 20. I wanted to say thank you guys for supporting the channel and still sticking around. I know we haven't been making weekly things like we did for a while. We were on a roll for a while, but that's has long been gone. A lot of changes in my life had happened, but that doesn't matter. The center of this channel, I want it to be this show where I just kind of talk about not just tips. Like today was tips, but most of the time I might be talking about events that happen in the gaming world and how it benefits whoever. Like I wanted to talk about the NX a while back, but tons of people have talked about it. But yeah, guys, thank you for sticking around, and this hopefully is a weekly show that comes out every week. In other news, I'm playing Neo. Anybody play Neo, the demo? Here, let me show you a clip of me playing Neo. Oh, this game's pretty cool. I went the wrong way.